Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your February bonus mid-month love reading for Virgo's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so, so much. I haven't done a love reading in quite some time. I normally do general readings. And if love comes through, then it comes through. I'll tell you one thing, as I was preparing the deck and getting the space ready, calling in my spirit guides, guardian angels, the Two of Cups flew out. And as I continued to consecrate this space and bring in spirit and higher source, the Lover's card came out as well. So clearly it's time for me to do love readings for all of you guys. I really wanted to get these out sooner rather than later. I've been pretty sick. I'm thankfully feeling much better. However, I'm still really tired. So I've got to keep up and catch up on my rest. And so these are coming a little bit later than anticipated. If you're not following me over on Instagram, I am at Virgo Angel Tarot, where I will post additional content. And also let you guys know when I open up appointments. I still have, now I only have one date available for appointments this month. There's only maybe like 3 or 4 appointments left, something like that. So if you're interested, make sure you scoop that up. The link is in the description box down below for Zoom calls only at this time. Recorded readings will probably come back March, April, around there. So here we go. I'm just going to tap into your love energy and see what comes through for your love life, Virgo friends. Sending you guys so much love. Remember to give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Your playlist is up here, and let's get to it. Your judgment card, your major arcana is the judgment card here. So it's funny that as I was pre-shuffling, I was getting the Two of Cups and the Lover's card. Now you've got the Judgment card. So this could be someone who has been thinking about you, who's probably quite regretful that things didn't work out. They're probably very much stuck in their head about you. I feel like this is someone who's really reflecting on what they missed out, how they messed up, what they could have done differently. So don't be surprised if someone comes back around offering you an apology, promising you the world. And I'm hearing it this way, Spirit is saying, promising you everything that you practically begged, you wanted, needed, desired from a partner, that they didn't give it to you way back when. I do feel like for some of you, whether you are single, dating, connected with someone, I do feel like some of you will have someone from the past trying to pop back in, test the waters, see what it's like, how you're doing, what you've been up to, wanting to keep in touch with you. Even if you are committed to someone, this is someone who kind of wants to linger until they feel like they can win you back. And then seriously, like just wanting to promise you the world, to work things out between you guys, wanting to make it work. The Knight of Wands in the middle, though, is definitely giving me the vibes of them knowing that they were inconsistent in the past, probably regretful of it with the Five of Cups here. But they know that in order for them to win you over, especially if you are currently single and they think they have a way of getting back in, this feels like they know they're going to promise, I'm going to do all the work. Just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. Right. I do feel like there is this feeling of regret and remorse. I feel like this person has had, some regrets, that maybe they said the wrong things or didn't say what they needed to say, kind of just left things hanging. So there is a part of them that wants to come back at minimum to apologize, to try to, bring in some peace between the two of you. The Five of Cups is very much regretful energy, probably wanting to ask for forgiveness, especially if they were very inconsistent in your life. But I don't feel like this person has grown out of this Knight of Wands energy, okay? The Six of Pentacles here is giving me the vibe of Page of Pentacles, which is still like not fully there and ready. But let's see what comes through. So tell me more about this Knight of Wands. If you were dealing with someone who's inconsistent, someone who's maybe just a lot of fun and likes to be adventurous and do some fun stuff, and they probably brought some excitement in your life, but definitely didn't feel like they brought serious commitment to the table. This is if it was touched upon in conversation, they always presented it as somewhere down the road, which was always going to be way farther away than what you were hoping for or anticipating, right? Eight of Swords, this is someone who probably kept giving you just enough, breadcrumbing you to make you think that they eventually will get to a point where you want them to be. But again, I don't feel like they showed you enough for you to stick around and continue something with them. However, Virgos, you're so forgiving sometimes. You definitely gave them the benefit of the doubt. Speaking of Virgo, that is that is my Virgo energy here, Queen of Pentacles. So when I ask about the Knight of Wands, they're definitely thinking about you. I feel like even if it's been a really long time that you've seen each other or connected or communicated with each other, they have never truly stopped thinking about you. I feel like this is from time to time you pop into their mind, they come back around, they think about you. This can also be you, Virgo, thinking about someone where you're just like, if only they weren't so flaky. If only, it's like that person, they're a lot of fun. They've thrown themselves into work. They've got other priorities and other things, but that's taken over. But yet they just don't seem to want to make time for commitment. It's either that, Virgo, or I hate to break it to you, or you're just not the one for them. They are either like just non-committal, or they just see you as someone who they can have fun with, and that's okay, Virgo. But just know not to stick around waiting for someone who feels like that, because I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, maybe my averages are off here. They probably will not be honest with you and tell you that because they like having you around, or they like having fun with you and don't want to lose you as a friend or as a, someone to hang out with, Netflix and chill. Let's, I have no one to call right now, so I guess I'll call you. Of course, they're never going to put it that way, but if you think back, let's pull back and be real with yourself. This is not for everyone, obviously, but tell me about the Five of Cups. What are they regretful for or of? Four of Wands. So again, breadcrumbing energy, this is either if you were together with someone, they probably miss having that home life, that connection. That's, if you were married and now you're divorced, separating, I feel like they're regretful that they ruined this marriage, this partnership. This is also the 1111 card. So if at any point it felt as though you guys were meant to be together, I feel like this person is definitely kicking themselves, shooting themselves in the foot, like, how could I have wrecked this? Okay, let's see what else. Queen of Wands. There could have been someone else, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There could have been someone else where they were just like back and forth in between, or I definitely feel like they see you having all the qualities that they know that they want. They may have moved on and settled for someone else who doesn't meet, who isn't at your level, I should say. So I feel like even if they date other people, they are constantly comparing them to you, Virgo. Not to like toot your horn here, but I do feel like they do think about you and your attractiveness and your quirkiness and your qualities. And, I feel like I heard the words all around, like you're just an all around great person. I feel like if they are involved with someone else, they're just not as happy as they think that they could have been with you. I don't know who needs to hear that. Doesn't mean you need to run off and try to, convince someone to come back to you. allow things to unfold naturally here. And there you go, the Two of Cups. Tell me more about this Two of Cups for Virgo. So my singles, you will have a new opportunity for love, romantic relationships. Someone new comes around. Maybe you're dating. It's just the beginning phases. Yeah, definitely the beginning. Page of Wands. This is someone asking you out. This is a new date. This is a new person that you meet. This is, you know, definitely a social invitation. Like, hey, let's go out. Let's have fun. This can also be someone who could be, you know, letting you know how they feel about you, right? The Justice card clarifies that. So it does feel like if you've had a series of bad relationships, bad connections, settling for less, because at one point perhaps you didn't know your worth, and you know, you're working through that, you're acknowledging that, you're doing the inner work, the healing work. I feel like the universe is definitely balancing those scales here for you. You've got two cards of scales here, where, you know, justice is finally being served in a, you know, in a positive light, right? I do feel, let me pull for married couples, but I do feel like, again, singles, I do feel like this is finally the right person for you. It feels like it's someone new, though. I'm just going to be point blank about it. Page of Wands is a new person, new offer. This is someone new that comes in. If by chance it is someone that you've already had a connection with, I don't feel that. Of course, for everyone, it's different. Intuitively, I don't feel that, I should say, right? The Page of Wands will be someone who's either younger than you, who's got a lot of growing to do, who's slightly immature. But I feel like they're more, it's like mentally they can think of something great, like, oh, I would love to go out with Virgo, I'd love to see more of you, or whatever. And it sounds good in the moment for them, but I feel like there could be something that holds them back from commitment. Whereas the Knight of Wands, you already know, they come and go. They've got lots of options. They like to flirt. They like to see what their options are. They're kind of all over the place here. And that's the one that I say is consistently inconsistent, right? So let's see for my married couples in a relationship long-term, what can you expect? Two of Wands. And Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords. For some of you, not all of you, don't get crazy with me. Perhaps you're not seeing results for all the work that you've put into time, energy, effort in a partnership, in a relationship. You really are at a crossroads where, like, you feel like it's time. Should we already be moving towards something, towards the future, more commitment? Or do I need to make these decisions for this connection because you're not willing to meet me halfway, or you're not willing to talk about it, or you're seemingly more detached from the idea of commitment, and maybe you are wanting more commitment. Page of Swords. This is something that you've been mulling over, you've been thinking about for quite some time, but it's also going to be a decision. And I literally heard the sound of a sharp sword when I was saying that, like someone taking their sword out, and you could hear the metal coming out of its shield, out of its sheath, you know, and you can hear the way the metal sounds. I literally heard it. And I'm hearing the sound of, I'm not afraid to cut away the excess. I'm not afraid to let go of what no longer serves me. I'm not afraid to let go of what's not going to grow with me. Like, you know, what's done is done. One more card for my couples. Yeah. Someone here could have codependency issues. Someone here can be very manipulative, controlling, jealous. I just heard jealous rage, okay? You could have a partner who's very jealous. You can also have a partner who has bad habits, vices, addictions, right? Drinking, drugs, gaming, you know, someone who's very unstable. Gambling could be a thing too. This is also like, mentally, emotionally abusive, narcissistic vibes. Obviously, I'm not saying they have all of those things. This is what the devil card can mean in a connection where you just know that you feel like maybe this type of energy being with them is keeping you stagnant when you are itching and wanting more growth and expansion. So that's important for some of you. Let me pull some messages of love oracle to see what kind of messages come through. They don't need to go with the rest of this. However, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Sometimes these messages come through where they all give you a story or, paint a picture for you here. And sometimes they're meant to be read individually and they can mean something different to everyone. But this deck is so on point. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. What messages do you have for my Virgo friends in love? Play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. That could be for you singles. That could be for those of you that are in couples, partnerships, relationships, where you know that maybe you've been under, some stressful times at work. You know you need to take some time out, take a breather, and really enjoy each other's company, time together. That's very, very important. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other, especially for my singles here that are meeting someone new. Spirit is saying to go slow. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. I'm just going to leave that there because some of you need to hear that, especially if you are still working through accepting that certain relationships or connections ended up not being for the long term, right? Could have been a past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Now, for some of you, that is the new person that's coming through, okay? This new person that could be coming through, let's see, could be a past life love, okay? Because I when I see this card, it just gives me like intense, eye contact, that chemistry, that connection just feels very, very strong. One more card and I'm going to move to another deck here. And then I'm going to close this out because I swear, you guys, I told myself 10 to 15 minutes each one so I can get them all done. It's the fastest way I can get everyone's readings done. Wait, the timing is not quite right. So for those of you, because I'm feeling like it's going to my couples here where you're like really pressing an issue, a matter here between the two of you where you're feeling quite impulsive to just like pick up and take off and like not want to have any more conversations or discussions here. I do feel like, Spirit is advising you not to jump the gun. The timing is not quite right for any type of impulsive behavior. Now, this is Amira's Love Oracle. I'm just going to pull a couple. I want to pull for my singles. What can my singles expect? Children. Childlike energy. This is innocence. This is fun. Definitely with a Page of Wands, there is childlike playfulness type energy. But children can be a factor in this connection. The two of you can have children. They can have children. Maybe you both want children, or maybe you end up expecting very soon after you meet each other and date. The energy of a young female, youthful, someone who's really into music and fashion. You can meet them like at a concert, shopping, a festival. This could be you as a young female, or this is someone that you are meeting. Could also be a young female friend that introduces you to someone. And you've got mature woman. Now, I'm not going to put this behind anything, but this can also be a couple. Like, I'm not going to say, no hate comments, okay? I'm not going to say that this cannot be possible, but this could be a mature woman and a young female that definitely meet up and hit it off, have a great connection. This is someone who's older, who's, you know, high society, someone who can definitely be like, have good connections, socialite vibes. This is someone who's had the life experience here. This can also be a mother and daughter that you connect with. And no, I don't mean like that, Virgo, but like, you know, where you meet new people. To close this out, I just heard matchmaker. So that could factor into someone. I don't know what that scene is like. Is there a scene for matchmakers? I don't know. But I just heard like, when you want to, if you're a young female wanting to meet someone of status, of wealth, I feel like some of you may be looking for that type of matchmaker, to have someone find you a person of quality. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. I know that was a little kind of not part of the messages I normally get, but I feel like there is someone who's been toying with that, thinking about it, maybe asking around. I do feel like you will meet someone like this. So for my singles, let's see. Romance angels. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Very important, especially when you first meet someone, okay? For my couples, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And one more bonus message before I close this out. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your month. Sending you guys so much love. Take care. Bye.